Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Doing something a little different today. Today we will go check out a song from an artist named Dax. If you haven't listened to Dax, check him out. He's fly. He's got amazing talent, and he is the kind of artist I really enjoy listening to when it comes to hip hop. Sidebar: all that drama that's going on in nerdcore right now, all these diss tracks. If y'all want me to check them out, let me know. I can make either one long ass video or I can check them out individually. I've kept my eye on it a little bit, and I've heard some of the stuff that's come out, and it's interesting. But anyway, this song is called Depression. I heard some of this track, and it hit me right in my feels, and this is definitely the kind of track I would want to make sure it gets out as much as I can, because anybody who's going through the struggle, I feel like needs to hear this track. If you guys enjoy the reaction, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's jump in and check it out. So I have, like I said, I've heard a good chunk of this song, but I have not seen the video at all or anything about it.
I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
So Dax usually has a very different style than this. He's usually really fast, really choppy, a lot of intricate wordplay. To see this side of him, I've only seen this out of him in like one other track that really got to me as much as this one, and that was "I Can't Breathe." That song fucked me up. But this artist is amazing, and he's got a much wider range than you might think when you first listen to him.
Sometimes I sit and I reminisce about the good times. Wish I could get those back. I keep on running these races that go in my mind, and they go on these tracks. I'm not ready to erase all my memories. I fight depression and I let it get the best of me. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Look around, there's liquor bottles all on the floor, filling up the space inside my heart and my home, drowning out these thoughts until they leave me alone. I can't find myself. I get lost inside.
Already, I'm starting to get a little worked up. I've had a couple weeks recently, especially with delays in my surgery and whatnot, where I've been dealing with a lot of depression, a lot of lack of motivation. I know I always try to make an excuse for the days I don't put out videos, but sometimes I just can't do it. So to hear somebody like vocalize the struggle, it hits so hard.
My brain, think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. These thoughts are draining all my energy. I try to tell them to God, they said I'm going insane, and then they recommended therapy. And I go and talk to a man who's getting paid to explain. He started saying that the chemical imbalance is the reason that my brain ain't connecting to accomplishments associated with moving on in life and past the things that my heart cannot contain. So the happiness won't sustain. And he read me my options. He said, here goes a pill, only take 2 to eat a meal, and it'll numb how I feel. I can't find myself. I get lost inside.
That hurts. Well, I've never. That's not true. never been to therapy, but I've had friends and coworkers who have. They've gone to therapy. They've talked about their problems. They've even tried taking medication. And sometimes it just doesn't work. And sometimes it just feels like someone's talking about you like you don't know yourself.
My brain, think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt.
And then the way they're doing this video, obviously they're recording Dax doing all this stuff and using him as like advertisement, but then you have some of these guys just shaking their heads knowing that this is all bull.
And there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. Should I drown all these thoughts or should I leave them to float? I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat. I've been anchored in pain, the weight is making me choke. It's getting harder to breathe, it's pulling right at my throat. I've been hoping for change but don't know how to restart. They say you ain't a man when you exposing your heart. Then they say you insane until it tears you apart. And then it cuts you so deep and they can tell by the scars. We can
we go back a second?
In my throat, I've been hoping for change but don't know how to restart. They say you ain't a man when you exposing your heart.
They say you ain't a man when you're exposing your heart. You know how many men feel that way? I've been with my girlfriend for the better part of a decade. And even to this day, I still struggle to talk about the way I feel because I don't want to appear weak. Like I'm somebody that can be depended on. Like when I can't control how I feel like if I show that, then someone's gonna feel like they can't depend on me when they're in that situation. And that's what a lot of men think. Like either nobody cares about the way they feel, or it's just a sign of weakness. Quick story time. This channel started as a way to help me cope with those types of feelings that I was having back during the pandemic. Is when I really started getting serious about it. But as the following grew, as you guys started subscribing, which you guys know I love about every single one of you, knowing that there's people out there that want to hear what you have to say, want to hear what I thought, just changed my world. But it still doesn't change the fact that I know exactly how this feeling that he's describing is. It's just, you guys are not alone. It's okay to talk.
Then they say you insane until it tears you apart. And then it cuts you so deep and they can tell by the scars. We can only see change when we accept who we are. Try to run from the shame and you won't never get far. Don't you bottle the pain and live your life in the dark. You're meant to break from those chains and shine as bright as a star. Don't you ever tell yourself that your depression is the reason you won't make it, or that happiness is not in your cards with all.
Do not ever tell yourself that depression is the reason you won't make it, or that happiness is not in the cards for you. Oh my God, this guy just hit all the right points.
Then shine as bright as a star. Don't you ever tell yourself that your depression is the reason you won't make it, or that happiness is not in your cards with all God. You can beat all the odds, keep your faith, and you'll never be lost and say, I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
Oh man, that was some powerful stuff. I'm surprised I made it through that whole song without breaking down. But it just gives you a lot to think about. I know this video is going to get copyright claimed. I don't care. I'm glad I checked this out. A very interesting video. The whole concept of everything being fake. He ends up tearing through the green screen at the end. But Dax is an amazing artist. If this is your first time listening to him, I'm glad I could show you to him. Check out his other tracks. Dude's got straight fire. Every song I've ever heard from him is just top notch. If you guys want to check out the original, that might possibly my commentary links will be down below. Of course, support this man. Tell him what you thought of the track. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links will also be down below. That's it from me. Catch you guys tomorrow in another video.
We gon' ghost them when we pull up with them shells. Hop out the surface, we giving out them L's. I'm with that psycho, we raising hell. I'm motorcycle, no Akita, I'm out for man.